You know, your body is having billions of conversations right this very second. And believe it or not, most of them aren't happening in your brain. Today, we are diving deep into the endocrine system. This is your body's secret command center, the silent, invisible network that controls your mood, your energy, well, pretty much everything.
So how does your body really talk to itself? I mean, you probably think of the nervous system, right? Those lightning-fast electrical zaps. But that's only half the story. What about the wireless network? The one sending chemical messages through your bloodstream, coordinating these huge, long-term projects all over your body without you even knowing?
Think of it like this. Your nervous system, that's like sending an instant text message. It's direct, it's specific, and it's over in a flash. The endocrine system, though, that's more like broadcasting a radio signal. It travels everywhere through the blood, and the message creates slower, much longer-lasting changes. This is the system that handles the entire rhythm of your life.
So, here's our plan. We'll start with this other control system, we'll meet the master controllers at the top, then we'll see how they manage your daily rhythm and fuel, your fight or flight response, and even your growth and reproduction. And we'll finish by meeting some of the unsung hormone heroes you've probably never heard of.
All right, let's jump right in. Section 1. The body's other control system. It's time to meet the chemical messengers that are secretly running the whole show.
So what even is a hormone? Well, here's the official definition. It's a chemical messenger, but the key phrase here is non-nutrient. This is so important. Hormones are not food, they're not fuel. They are pure information. They're these incredibly powerful instructions that work in just trace amounts to tell your body what to do.
Okay, Section 2. The master controllers. Now, deep inside your brain, you've got the headquarters for this whole operation, the hypothalamus and the pituitary gland. Seriously, think of them as the CEO and the president of your body's hormonal corporation. They're in charge.
And here are the main departments of that corporation. These are the major endocrine glands. And as you can see, they're located all throughout your body. We're going to be visiting a few of these key players today.
So how does this whole command chain work? It's actually a pretty brilliant cascade. Step 1. The hypothalamus, our CEO, detects that something needs to happen in the body. It sends out an order. Step 2. The pituitary, the manager, gets that order and releases a very specific hormone into the bloodstream. And finally, Step 3. That hormone travels down to the target gland, let's call it the factory floor, which gets the message and carries out the job. Simple, right?
All right, Section 3, daily rhythm and fuel. Let's see how this system manages the stuff you actually feel every single day, like your sleep, your energy levels, and how your body uses fuel.
You ever wonder why you start getting sleepy around the same time every night? Well, you can thank this tiny little thing called the pineal gland. It releases melatonin, which is basically your body's internal clock. It's what regulates that 24-hour sleep-wake cycle, day in and day out.
And then you've got the thyroid gland. You can think of this as your body's metabolic thermostat. It controls how fast you burn energy, even when you're just sitting still. But for it to work properly, it absolutely needs one crucial ingredient from your diet, iodine. No iodine? No go. And you can really see how vital that balance is when things go wrong. If you have too little thyroid hormone, a condition called hypothyroidism, the gland can swell up into what's known as a goiter. Too much hormone, or hyperthyroidism, can lead to things like Graves' disease, throwing your whole metabolism into chaos. It's a perfect example of why keeping these hormones in balance is so critical.
Meanwhile, your pancreas is performing this incredible balancing act all day long with two competing hormones. After a meal, insulin comes out to lower your blood sugar, helping your cells absorb all that good energy. But if your sugar dips too low, say between meals, glucagon steps in and tells your liver to release stored sugar, bringing your levels right back up. It's this constant, delicate dance.
And of course, when that balancing act fails, when blood sugar stays high for too long, that's when things get serious. As the science puts it, that leads to the complex disorder we all know as diabetes mellitus. It just goes to show how essential that moment-to-moment control is for our long-term health.
Section 4, fight, flight, and defense. Okay, so we've covered the day-to-day operations, but what happens in an emergency?
Let's look at the hormones that kick into high gear for those high-stakes situations.
Oh, you know this feeling. The adrenaline rush. A car swerves in front of you and bam! Your adrenal glands flood your body with emergency hormones. Your heart pounds, your breathing gets fast, your pupils dilate, you might start to sweat, your hairs stand on end, and a huge dump of sugar hits your blood for instant energy. It's your body's ultimate survival mode kicking into overdrive.
But defense isn't just about running from danger. Check this out, this one's fascinating. You have a gland called the thymus. It's basically a boot camp for your immune system's most important soldiers, the T lymphocytes. But here's the crazy part. It shrinks and gets weaker as we get older. And that's a huge reason why our immune systems aren't as robust when we're older.
Okay, Section 5, Growth and Reproduction. Next up, let's explore the hormones that are really fundamental to who we are. These are the ones that guide our growth from childhood and manage the complex business of reproduction.
In males, it's all about androgens, with the main one being testosterone, produced in the testes. These are the hormones that drive the development of male organs, they stimulate muscle growth, they're behind the secondary characteristics like facial hair and a deep voice, and they influence sexual behavior.
And in females, the ovaries produce two key hormones. You've got estrogen, which is in charge of developing female organs and traits, and then you have progesterone, which is the crucial hormone for supporting a pregnancy. Together, they regulate the entire reproductive cycle. Finally, our last stop, Section 6, the unsung heroes. Because it turns out, the major glands we always talk about aren't the only ones making hormones. A whole bunch of other organs get in on the act too.
This is just amazing when you stop and think about it. It's not just the big-name glands. Your heart makes a hormone to lower your blood pressure. Your kidneys make one to tell your body to produce more red blood cells. Even your gut runs on its own local team of hormones to manage digestion. This network it's literally everywhere.
So when you add it all up, you've got more than 30 That's right, more than 30 different hormones and hormone-producing tissues all working together in this perfect, complex concert. It's an absolutely incredible network dedicated to one single goal, keeping your body in balance, a state scientists call homeostasis.
This vast, silent network runs your life automatically, dictating so much of how you feel and function every single day. Which, it leads to one final fascinating question to leave you with. What if you could consciously control it all? What would happen then?